Hi everyone, welcome back. Hope you guys are having a great day. So this is a clip from a previously recorded video. This is a much shorter clip of it. But as always, not financial advice, for entertainment only. Do your own research. And I'm invested in closing companies. And if you enjoy this type of content, hit the like button, subscribe, helps me out tremendously. And let's get into the clip. The next one's going to be on Hut 8. Hut 8 also has issues that we got to talk about here. So let's talk about first what they mined, and then we'll get into some of the issues here. So Hut 8 mining production and operations update for April 2023. And here's the details. So production highlights for April 23, 132 Bitcoins were generated, resulting in approximately 4.4 on average Bitcoin per day. Total balance of unencumbered Bitcoin held in reserves as of April 30th is 9,265. Installed ASIC hash rate capacity at our Alberta facility was 2.6 at the end of the month. Here's a question that I have. Installed ASIC hash rate capacity. So this is what's installed, but doesn't state that it's operating. So I want to point this out to you guys because when we look at Hut 8 here, we can see here that in the month of April, I am only operating for about 18, almost 19 days out of the month here. So something's going on there that's not quite right. They should be operating for more, but there's some more details in here as well. Let's see, no Bitcoins were sold during the month. Okay. Remediation at our Drumheller, Alberta site progressed throughout the month. So some of you have asked me what is going on with that. What is the remediation thing about? I searched the web, I searched Google, I searched through some of their latest was it Q10 or 10K and Q4, 10K, 10K and 10Q reports. Couldn't find anything in there. I asked around some of the people on Twitter and some of the acquaintances that I do know as far as if they know anything that's going on. The only thing that they provided was, and this is just not given, or how can I put this? It is, I guess you could say, hearsay. I don't have any proof that this is the case, but here's what I was able to find out. They stated that it looks like they had issues with the electrical components at the facility. Somebody also informed me that they put in too many machines at that facility, causing problems to the electrical system that they have there. Okay, so that's why they're doing the remediation possibly at Drumheller to get that resolved. And that could be also why their production is way down, because maybe they're only operating on one transformer, or instead of having two transformers operating, they're only operating on one of them. That's just kind of my thought process on that one. Or it could be just a cabinet that has the breakers on it. Maybe one of them is bad, one works. They're trying to get that cabinet in to get that replaced. I've heard estimates that it's going to take them about 10 to 12 weeks to get this resolved, potentially. This is just an hearsay, so not factual. Don't know that for a fact. Don't have any insider knowledge into it as well. This is just some of the people that I've known and do trust. So we'll go with that. We'll see what actually comes out of it. It would be nice for them to actually provide as far as, here's what happened. This is what's happening. Here's how we're working to get this resolved. Okay, so that's that one. Spikes in energy rates have created additional headwinds at Drumheller. So they could be curtailing because of that as well, along with having mechanical issues as well. Our team is actively pursuing options to operationalize the bulk of our approximately 7,000 miners that were removed from our North Bay site. North Bay site is, is the one that got, they're in a legal battle with their electricity provider in that one. And that one doesn't seem like it's going to end well for either party right now, because, well, they moved out the 7,000 miners there. So that's not good. And then here's a quote from Jamie Leverton. We are very aware of the impact that the issues at Drumheller are having on the broader business. They are complex and challenging, but we have made meaningful progress and have a roadmap to remediation. Okay. It still would have been nice to go, here's what we did, here's what happened, here's what we're doing to fix it, instead of these kind of vague jargon that I really hate when people use this. I think being more open with the investors, more open with the public, is a much better approach than just this type of language here. Okay, so that's just my 2 cents on that one. And that is it for it right now. Okay, let's take a look at the numbers here that we do have. And, they've been pretty bad here the last couple of months. So Hut 8, as far as, like I said, for April, they were running about 18.9. They're still at the 2.6 exahash roughly that is installed. And here's what we got for them right now. Let's go back over here. You can see here that they have 222 million shares outstanding. Stock price is $1.78 right now. Their performance has been kind of not that great over the last 12 weeks. You can see that it's been red on the 12 weeks, kind of even at the 8 weeks, negative on the 4 weeks, and then positive on the 1 week that was in last week so far. Current hash rate, 2.6 exahash. Future hash rate right now is 3.2. But if they merge with USBTC, that's going to get them to about 7 exahash then. Okay, so there'll be a nice little bump in there, and we'll have to figure out updates, obviously, all my spreadsheets here as far as what they have operating and things like that, but we'll get that figured out at that point. Now, as far as BTC mined per month, you can see that here that they peaked at 375 in August. September was when Ethereum went to proof of stake. That no longer generated Bitcoin for them from that. You can see the decrease there. October was a little bit of an increase, but then ever since then, it has been coming down here. And we can see a big drop here in December, dropped negative 77 Bitcoins at that time. Increased a little bit here in January, but then continued to decrease here. It looks like it increased just slightly here by 1 BTC in the month of April. Their BTC value per market cap is about 40%. The rest is their hash rate. Hash rate left is what we talked about, that their BTC, as far as what they earned and what they hodl, is a huge difference there. BTC hodl has continued to grow. They did sell twice this year. February, they sold 188. March, they sold 240. BTC per exahash has also come way down because they are curtailing, or they have issues with electrical components as well, which is leading to a lower efficiency on it compared to other miners, where the other miners are around 80 plus right now still. But that has come down because of network hash rate increases as well, so that plays into it. Hash rate and revenue, you can see here their hash rate has kind of, ever since November, plummeted, and they've been kind of stuck at that 2.5, between 2.5 and 2.6 exahash right now. Hash rate difference, you can see that big drop in December, 768 petahash, and that was the North Bay. I think that's what it's called. I think that's the one they're having the legal issues with, their electrical provider. That's the one that went offline at that point. And then monthly BTC revenue, you can see that it has bottomed out in December at 2.7 million, went up to 3.8 in January, 3.6 in February, 3.2 in March, almost 3.3, and then 3.8 in April. So that is at least a good sign there that even though Bitcoin's going up, most of these miners are generating more, revenue as time goes on, and they're actually generating less, which is also concerning here. So something to keep an eye on here going forward, and see how fast they can remediate the Drumheller facility. Okay, last 4 quarters revenue, also kind of concerning here. You can see here that revenue has continued to come down here every single quarter, even in the new quarter that we're in, Q1 of 2023. Majority of the miners, if not all of them, are posting a positive increase here in comparison to Q4. So that's also concerning here for them, that they're actually having a negative quarter here. They're actually half of what they were in Q4, given that Bitcoin price has also increased, 70-80% since January. So that's concerning there. And then operating costs has skyrocketed here in Q4 as well, so that's also concerning there. Other metrics, cost to mine 1 BTC minus depreciation, we're looking at about 18.4 thousand for them right now. Bitcoin's mined quarterly, also you can see kind of flat here throughout the year. Slight increases here nonetheless, but obviously a big drop in Q4. I'm guessing we're going to probably see another drop here in Q1 as well from it if we punch in the numbers that we do have for them right now. Debt to equity, lower is better. That has increased a little bit. That's still really good here for them. 0.17 is fantastic. And then current ratio higher is better. They're still at fantastic levels here as well. 8 times they can pay off their current debt with the current assets. Not a big problem there. Okay, institutions and analysts. Institutions have dropped a little bit here to 163 from 166. Total number of shares by institutions increased to 21.09 million from 20.8 million, so that's good. Percentage owned is 9.53% from 9.43, so that's also good. Price or analyst ratings, we still have pretty much the same thing. Strong buy is 1, buy is 1, hold is 2, and then we have 0 underperform, 0 sells. High target went up a little bit here to 374, along with the average to $2.12. Low stayed at $1.12 as well, currently as it is. Okay, so they're currently at $1.78 here. We're looking at approximately combined revenue for the last 4 quarters, and this includes, let me see if we're including the current quarter that we're in, and that is, yep, we're in the current quarter here right now at 10, and then the 3 quarters we're using, make sure we're using the numbers there that are reported. So we're using Q1, which is an estimate right now, Q4 and Q3 numbers as well in my calculation here. So based on all of that, we're looking at a combined total of 54.4 million, 50% net income from gross revenue, P of 15. We're looking at $1.83 right now where the stock should be. Stock is at $1.78 right now. So I think they're 5 cents undervalued from where they really should be currently based on their current performance. Now I'm giving you a P of 15, which is also kind of up there because they can do good if they actually perform well, but they've had nothing but troubles here in the last basically year. If we bring them down to a P of 10, but then they're also merging with USBTC, getting to 7 exahash, that kind of gives them a little bit of a boost as well. you'd be looking at $1.22 to $1.83. So I think given the fact that they are going to be merging with USBTC going forward, possibly, right now I think that it is fair for them to be valued where they are. So I'm saying that they're pretty fairly valued right now. And the only thing that's going to really help them out is the USBTC merger, getting to 7 exahash. I think at that time they will get that resolved. Plus, they got to fix the Drumheller situation right now, and the North Bay facility as well. Get that legal situation all worked out as well. I think that will bump the stock up at that point. Okay, but we'll see how the merger goes with it all. Okay, I think that's it. So let me know what you guys think of all this. As always, a lot of information here. Let me know if you guys agree with my estimates here for them as far as being currently pretty well valued, or if you believe that they're still undervalued based on the fact that they're going to be merging with USBTC as well. Okay, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, helps me out tremendously. Also, as always, the spreadsheet is available to my Patreon members. Thank you to everyone there for their continued support. Got a fantastic group there.